Yeah, I hope you're able to. So let us first understand on data visualization concept, and then we will jump on towards the tool called as Tableau. And we will try to have a small activity before we actually get into Tableau stuff. So data visualization, and I would like everyone to be interactive so that the session goes, in manner that we planned. So everybody should be able to understand. If you have any questions or queries, you can anytime put it in the chat box, and I will take out a right time and I'll answer your query. Okay, so let's begin with data visualization. So far, we all are aware that data is something which is called as a fuel, which is called as a oil, which is called as gold and diamonds. So many things we see and we read about data. And we today understand that data is really very important. But with very simple example, I would like to start. Let's say I have a notepad file. Okay, so I have a notepad file, and I give you a notepad file where I'm writing sentences. For example, this is a file you can see. So if I give you this particular file, option one, and if I go for, let's say, if I go for another file and I give it to you. Okay, so let me give this file. Yeah. So if I basically give you this sort of Excel file, it is getting opened up. And I start to ask you questions. Okay, from this particular text file and from this particular Excel file. So tell me, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer to get a text file and answer to all my questions? Or would you prefer to get an Excel like this and would like to answer my questions? Which one would you prefer? This is a question. I hope participants are able to chat and maybe unmute and answer.
Sir, we prefer Excel sheet, sir.
Okay, yeah. So most of you are saying that you would prefer Excel. Even I do. Even I will prefer Excel. Now I will give you one more option. Okay, I'll give you one more option. I have one more option as some graphs and charts are available. Okay, so graphs and charts are available. Now, which one will you prefer? You'll prefer Excel or text file or basically graphs. Which one will you prefer? Graphs. Yes, obviously. Chalo, I'll show you it a little later. So here we understand this thing that as a human being, it is easy or easier for us to look at some structured format like this, where we have some columns defined, and those columns are having data kept as records. So it is easy for us to understand in this particular format than data which is present in the form of sentences. And going beyond that, it becomes far more easier if we have some sort of charts available. So for example, if I want, I can quickly create a chart for you. Let's say this is our products. You can see these are our products. Okay. And for these products, I'm just taking the profits. Okay. So I'll create a chart for you for products and for profits. Okay. So if we have a chart like this, it'll just pop up now. Yeah. So this is more preferable. It becomes so easy. If somebody will ask, okay, so which one of the product is giving highest profit, it becomes so easy to tell that something Stanford Sketchpad is giving the highest profit. So easy it is becoming. So it becomes far more easier if we get something in the form of a graph, a chart, maybe a pie chart, maybe scatter plot, maybe a line chart. It becomes so easy. So this is what is the topic we are discussing today. So let us go back to the presentation. So data visualization. Data comes in different formats, and it starts with structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. So different formats are there for data. And now we need to visualize this data. So if you want to visualize, then we need to understand that if this notepad file is there, it will be very hectic. It will be very much difficult for you to visualize this data. But there is a way to visualize this data as well. I believe somebody is unmuted. Yeah, you may mute yourself, Vishwa. Okay. Yeah, Vishwa, you can mute yourself. So I was saying that if I ask you that go ahead and visualize this particular file, so visualizing this particular file will be very difficult. Why? Because you'll think like from where to start, how to visualize. But there is a way to visualize this file as well. And that is basically you can apply some algorithms, and after applying some algorithms, you can take out some important information in structured format out of this data. Okay, so you can take out some important information out of this data, which will be structured. And once you have the structured information, then basically you can easily visualize it. So here, the important point to understand is that you always need to have data in some structured format in order to visualize the data. If you don't have the data in structured format, it will be really not possible to visualize it. Okay, so if we have data which is unstructured, we have to do a lot of work on that particular data before we can visualize it. So this is something we should understand. If we have data which is semi-structured and structured, then it becomes very easy to go ahead with the visualization. Now, data visualization. It is a graphical representation of information and data. We use visual elements. It can be charts, graphs, maps, and data visualization tools like Tableau we are going to discuss today, which provide an accessible way to see and understand trends, outliers, patterns in the data. So if you see here that this particular, if you see here, this particular objective which we have here is basically based upon the concepts which are coming under data mining, okay, and the concepts which are coming under machine learning. So this all is coming under that. All right, yeah. So I will tell you that how this whole cycle takes place, and with the help of one activity, then we will go for Tableau. Okay. So now the activity is that let us try to think of a business. Okay. And the business could be something which will come out of you. You all are doing MBAs, right? So tell me that in MBA, you must be having some sort of events or activities or competitions where you think of some businesses, startup ideas. So did you have any such idea, or can you come up with some such idea where you want to have a startup? Anyone? Okay, so I will ask, yeah, Mr. Arun Kumar is there. So Arun Kumar, what is your specialization in MBA? What is the specialization you are doing?
So I have not yet chosen my specialization. So what to do? I'm
Okay,
having
not
an
yet.
idea of taking. Sir,
Hmm.
I'm having an idea of taking.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand. You are in area of
Taking HR, sir. Hello.
mm, taking what?
HR, sir. HR.
HR. Okay. So let's say Arun will start HR consultancy. So Arun, you need to remain with me now. Okay. So Arun is starting HR consultancy. Okay. So this HR consultancy which Arun is starting, he starts locally. So what is your area? Where do you stay? You can just mention that area here. So let's say this is Arun's HR consultancy. HR. Okay, so ARUN, Arun's HR consultancy. And let us suppose the year, okay, the year as of now is 2000. Okay, there's a reason why I'm taking year as 2000. So let us assume that the year is 2000 and Arun has started HR consultancy. Now, what is happening? In this, what he wants vendors, or I should say companies, who will share their requirements, and he wants the candidates. So he needs companies and he needs candidates. Okay, so basically their resumes he requires. So if you understand that at the beginning, okay, at that particular time in the year 2000, 2001, 2, 3, and before that, the resumes need to be printed and they were physically brought to the table of HR. This is what was the trend. And if you go back 5 6 years also, till that time also this was more prominent as compared to a soft copy resume. Hard copy was more preferred even 5 years back. Okay, but 5 6 years back the trend got changed. Okay, so in the year 2000 he started. So in the year 2000 he was able to start with maintaining all the things physically. Okay, so physical docs, physical registers, and physical resumes and everything. Okay, sending letters to the companies that like we are HR consultancy, we provide human resources, we have so many resources. So such things he started doing, going physically to the companies, meeting with them, and setting up some sort of alliance, and then continuing with the business. So these activities, Arun, you started. So I hope, Arun, you understand your business now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now it was the year 2008. Okay, so even you see that in 2003 4 itself, data explosion started. Okay, so it was started. But let's say you were in India, and in India got affected a little late. Affected means not affected, but got aware and got into it little late. Okay. So in 2008, you strongly realized that now everything is advancing towards digitalization, and I should also move towards that. Okay. Otherwise, I'll be, my company will be left behind, and I won't be able to compete in the market. So this is what you realized, and it was a good realization. So what you did, you basically thought, let me ask any of my reference or friend who can help me with making every process digital with the help of some softwares. So you had Gokul. So Gokul Prasad. Okay. So Gokul, you are there? Okay. So if Google is not there, no worries. So we have Anita, right? So Anita, yeah, I need somebody who can, verbally communicate. So yes, so Anita Princey, can you communicate? Can you be with us? Any volunteer? Two, three volunteers. I'll take you. Abdul, you are there? Okay. Akhil, Akshay, anybody who can verbally communicate?
Sir, I'm
Sir, I can
Akshay.
communicate with you.
Okay, Akshay and Mohammed, right? Okay. Yes. So thank you. So let me just write AKSSY. Akshay and let's see. MED, I believe. Just bear with me with the spellings. Okay. So let's say Akshay is very good in software development, web application development, and and Arun. Okay, so Arun, you basically got reference of her from some of your knowns, and what you did, you basically asked her to help you with a website and a software where basically you can collect all the resumes, you can store the database of the candidates, you can manage the skill sets of the candidate in a software, and the candidates can apply online, they can fill in everything what you want, and everything can be put into the software. This is what you planned. Okay, so now what happened, now you got the website and everything ready, but how the candidates will use it, how people will get to know about you. So you asked Mohammed, okay, you asked him, can you please help me with the marketing of my website? So he is a digital marketer. So he's helping you out. Okay, he's helping you out. And soon you are doing a good business. Very soon you are doing a good business. Okay, so one day what happened? One of your friend, okay, one of your friend, and let's say your friend is Ganesh. So Ganesh came to you and Ganesh asked that Arun, how's your business doing? So Ganesh, can you please ask and Arun can give you a response? Yeah, Ganesh S.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you are a friend of Arun and you need to ask him that how is his business doing? So please ask him, he'll explain it to you.
Hi, Arun.
Hello.
Hello, Arun.
Yeah.
How was your business?
Yeah, my business is going good.
So what is the response? Yeah, what is the response? Yeah, I could not hear the response. What is the response? How is your business?
So I replied him, my business is going good.
Doing good. You said good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So he says that his business is doing good. Now, Ganesh, question to you. Ganesh,
Sir.
what is... Yes, Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Ganesh, how do you interpret good? What does good means to you?
It's going well.
Okay, he says going well. Okay. Let me ask Akshaya. Akshaya is a part of the team only. So let me ask Balaji. So Balaji, what do you think? What is the meaning of good for you? Sorry.
Sir, he told the business is going good.
Yeah. So how will
Business
you interpret? What is the meaning of good?
நல்லா போகுது.
English, English. I want to understand the... Yes, Balaji.
He may get lot of profits, satisfaction in the business, so that he mentioned the word good.
Okay, so he's making lot of profits. Okay, and
And
also,
satisfaction.
yeah, and yeah, he's satisfied. Okay, with what he's doing. So yes, you want to say something? Okay, fine. Can anybody tell me in terms of how much profit is he making just by listening to good? Can anybody tell me that part? Yes or no?
No.
The answer is no. Okay, so here we need to understand the word good is qualitative term, and this can be interpreted in different ways by different people. Good can be well for one person. Good can be something which is having, let's say, he is having no profit, no loss. That can be good. He is having little profit of 5%. He is having 20% profit. So one person will say good for 5%. Another person will say it's going worst. I should get 80% profit. I'm getting only 5%. So for that person, it will be worst. So this good is not basically a right word to give us in quantity that how much exactly or how the business is doing. Okay, we need it in quantities. So now let me invite, yes, so let me invite, mm, 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 yes, Hariharan. So Hariharan is a data analyst. Okay, so Hariharan is a data analyst. He knows how to deal with data. He knows, okay, how to deal with data, how to visualize data, how to create dashboards. He knows everything. Okay, so Hariharan comes to Arun and says, don't worry, let me help you out. Just help me to meet Akshaya and Mohammed. Just help me to meet them. I will collect data from them and I'll be able to help you exactly how your business is doing. So, Hariharan, will you be able to do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, obviously, you'll be able to do that. So, he is about to give us the whole picture now. And he starts to analyze the data. And he finds that the business started from very low level and was gaining a very good, you can see the kind of trend the business is gaining. So it was having a very good time. The revenue was keep on increasing and increasing and increasing. Okay, so he basically plotted all the data points like this, and suddenly he found that there is a big downfall. So he found that there is a big downfall. Okay, and hmm, so here basically you were able to tell him exactly on numbers that how the business is doing. So let's say with numbers, so this is, let's say, in 1 CR, then this is in 2 CR. Okay, so we will manipulate it in CRs. Okay, so let's say starting from 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Okay, and we can have 7 as well and 8 as well. Okay, and here 0.5. Okay, so starting from 0.5, so this is how the business has been growing. Okay, and we can see that from 0.5 to 1, then to 2, then again to 2, then 3, then around 4, 5, 6, then 6 point something, and then again there is a downfall and it is coming near about 1.2. So this is how the business does. Okay, Fine. Now you told, so Hariharan told Arun that there is a big loss this time. There's a big loss. So Arun, what are you going to do now? You are able to realize that there is a big loss. So what are you going to do now?
Sir, I can ask him how am I going to.
Your voice is too low, not clear.
Sir, I can ask for help to him.
Okay.
How can I compensate with the loss? Because he is good in analytics. He may know what to do next.
Okay. So to whom are you going to ask for help?
Hariharan, sir.
Hariharan only. Okay. Hariharan, please help him. How will you help? Yes, Hariharan, the ball is on your court now.
Yes, sir. What?
You'll help him? How? Okay. So yes, you can help him surely. You are into analytics. You can help him to realize that why this has happened. What was the reason why this happened? So you have told him what has happened. You can tell him why has it happened. Correct? So the graph which we are able to see on the screen is what has happened. But you can help him with why has it happened? Kyun hua? Why? Okay. So the answer to why is going to tell us the reason. So are we going to stop there only? No. You also need to tell him that what may happen in the future. Okay, what may happen in the future. And also you need to tell him that what should be done in order to prevent losses and what should be done in order to achieve the targets planned. Am I correct on this part? Am I asking the right, am I putting up the right questions? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, but I couldn't get you, sir. Can you repeat again?
Yes, yes, I'll repeat. So I'm saying that the business owner needs to sit with the analytical team and need not just to understand what has happened. That is the step one. That is the step one. But the owner needs to work on lot many things. And these things are divided into four types. And the four types are, just have a look here: descriptive analytics, diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So Hariharan just told him about descriptives. He just told him what happened. He told him that you were getting profit and now you are in loss. So what happened? That's it. But now his duty, okay, Arun's duty is to understand why has it happened? Why? So what happened? He knows. Why has it happened? And then after that, what may happen? Okay, what may happen? So he also needs to understand what may happen. And then he also needs to understand what should be done. Now, is it clear? Making sense? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, only what has happened won't do anything, won't help. Okay, that is good. That is the beginning of the analysis. Okay, so by visualizing the data, bringing the reports, Arun is able to know that what has happened. But why has it happened? What may happen? Arun doesn't know about all these things. Okay, so that is important. That is important. As you move from descriptive analytics to diagnostic to predictive to prescriptive, it becomes more and more important and it adds more value to the business. Okay, so from what to why, from why to future, what may happen, and from future to what action should be taken. So keep these four things in mind. Okay, keep these four things in mind. We need to take care of these things. Okay, so this at this point, I'm coming towards the end of this activity by asking you only the questions that we are able to see that there is a loss. So now tell me, if you diagnose, if you diagnose and try to understand why this has happened, so what could be the probable possible reasons why you are facing a loss? Anybody can answer or Arun can answer. Anybody can answer or Arun you can answer. What could be the possible reasons why you are facing loss? No idea. Okay. Why do we face loss? Yeah, what could be the reason? Yeah, Murugan, you are unmuted. You can mute yourself. So the reason would be there could be competitors. There could be competitors. Okay. Second, there could be cases where you supplied some resources to the companies, but those resources were not did not sustain there and they left in between. So if the resources are not loyal to the company and they are switching or leaving within the training period itself, then basically it's a big loss to the company. And at the same time, your and company's relations are going to be hampered. So you need to analyze all the incidents which happened, again, data. You need to have all that data. You need to analyze and understand all the information. And that is going to tell you that why has it happened? What is the reason behind it? That is diagnostic. Why? Okay. And then once you know that why has it happened, then it becomes easy to go for what may happen in the future. What may happen in the future? So in future, what is going to happen? Is it going to be like this? You are going to gain back, or is it going to be falling down? So what is going to happen in future? Okay, that is predictive. And prescriptive is that because we want, what do we want? Because we want this, we don't want this one. So we don't want this one. Okay, we don't want this one. So prescriptive analytics is that what you should do in order to reach this particular point. Okay, yes. So are we all clear with this use case? Do we have a sound understanding that how a particular business runs and how the analytical part, the visualizations are going to help us understand what has happened, why has it happened, what may happen, and even with the help of some SME, we will be able to go for prescriptive analytics also, that what should be done in order to prevent the losses or achieve a target. Are we clear to this point? Any questions? Because now we will be jumping towards
I
Tableau.
have a question, sir.
Yes, Mohammed.
Sir, actually, you're talking about business already. They are in a field and they are facing a losses, and they reach the peak, and they after that they are facing a losses, right? So my question is, tell for startup company, if they started before 1 year back, 1 year before.
Mhm.
So they are facing a losses, means they didn't even take a break even. So in this case, what they have to do? They collected all data. Uh, they just recognize the uh, problems where they are lagging. So this is my question. So what is the exact point to do in for the particular company?
You mean to say the startup is just a year old
Yeah,
and they have collected all the data?
yeah.
So, yeah, tell me about this data. Like, this data is everything, like their sales and whatever that data they have. So now what is the question? So if they have the data and they are doing well, it's fine. So what is the question?
No, sir. My question is they didn't even take a break even till 1 year.
Okay.
So what is exactly point where they are lagging? My question is where they are having a data, they are having
Okay, I understood. Yeah, now I understood. Yeah.
yeah.
So again, the question still is very high level, and we are not getting into the very specifics. So I will give one example and tell you. So here, the first thing is that the startup, what service is it giving? We need to understand what sort of service the startup is giving. That is the first thing we need to understand. Okay. So if the startup is coming up with some product, and if they have not done a thorough study of that product, then probably they're going to get failed. So they need to focus on the data, on research also. Okay. So for example, I'll tell you. So we started one e-commerce platform, and I invested about more than 2 years on that. I invested, okay, in my company itself with a team of around 7 8 people. I mobile developers, application developers with Java, then deployment, then testers. So I did that, and immediately lockdown came. Okay, I started this project before lockdown, and I gave this project, and I thought I will be targeting MSMEs, and at very low cost I will give it to them. Okay, because people go for Amazon, so brand is Amazon, not the local. Okay, not the locals are getting their brand created. Amazon is selling on its own platform and making its own name. So I thought people can make their own brands, and it will be completely their application. And I costed it very less. Okay, initially just 8,000 initially. Okay, nobody gives complete e-commerce app only at 8,000. Nobody can give basically. So I started with that idea. I gave it to about 5 to 6 people. Okay, and then I raised the cost till 15,000, which was also very nominal. 15 was also very nominal, and successfully I was able to give. Okay, now what happened? The customers, especially the Indian customers, so I got a lot of challenge. Each and every customer was asking to make changes. So we said that this is a standard product. You use it. You give us suggestions. We will give you the changes, but we will give as per our timelines. But they resisted. Okay, they resisted. They said, no, no, no. I have a bakery. I want cakes. I want I want 500-gram cake, 1 kg, 2 kg. So we should have that. No, cakes has got flavors also. We want like this. Then the grocery person says, no, I have pulses. I have cereals. So I should have as a packet, vasa packet, this kind of packet. Okay, everybody was telling something which was not a standard functionality. Okay, which was not a standard functionality for everything. Okay, so then we thought, okay, let's try to implement that. But it became in the third year, it became so difficult for us. For us means for me basically, to fund and sponsor everything, so many people. Then I had to take a decision that no, we need to stop at some point, and we can tell the client that this is not working, and we will close this project. And I did that. Okay, so now I will tell you what did I miss. I basically missed to understand that whether the customer is going to accept a standard product or not. This is what I missed. Okay, they were not accepting. They are okay with Amazon, but if I'm giving them their brand's product, they demand everything. Although the cost is very low, Okay, because this kind of application will cost in 5 to 7 lakhs or even 25 lakhs. People may charge, companies may charge. Okay, I was giving just at 8,000 to 15,000. So I understood the psychology and I took a decision. I stopped it then and there itself. I have not yet resumed that project. Okay, it's still, and I refunded everybody's amount. So you can understand, I'm giving you one example from my own experience. I should have done, uh, or I should say, because I'm a very small startup, micro scale startup, so this was a big loss to me. Paying salaries of around 10 people was a big loss for that particular project. But for a big company, doing this is an experiment. Okay, taking 10 people and having 5 to 10 clients and doing this sort of experiment and seeing that no, this product is getting failed, this won't work, so let's stop here. So for an MNC, this particular is or a funded company, this is something, is an experiment. But for me, because I'm a bootstrap startup, so I had to bear all the costs, so this was a very heavy loss for me. So this initial research is very important. So I will say that data collection about the product, research about the product, testing in a closed group is something a company should do first, and then basically they should go for launching it as a in the market. I hope this is making some sense and giving you answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now let us move towards, yeah, if anybody is having question, you can ask. Okay, then we will jump towards Tableau. All right, so we will now move towards Tableau. So let me stop the sharing part, and once again, yes. Okay, so Tableau. You can see that Tableau is business intelligence and analytics software. And the good thing is that Tableau has got multiple versions, and out of which Tableau Public is something which basically helps you to freely use it. Recently, you can see Tableau, a Salesforce company. So Salesforce has acquired Tableau. Okay, very recently. Salesforce is also a very much competitor, especially into CRMs. Okay, customer relationship management tools, and that too you can quickly create it. Not with much coding. You can just drag and drop, make some adjustment, and you can create good forms for marketing purpose. So that is something Salesforce has been doing, and they have captured Tableau as well. Okay, so now what Tableau does, it basically helps us to get the data, and after getting the data, it will do some pre-processing part, and it will help us to then visualize that data to create business reports. So that is the purpose of Tableau. If you want, you can get Tableau free for few days as a Tableau desktop. But I would recommend go for Tableau Public and keep it with you for long and long and long. Okay, so it doesn't require any sort of license. They have made it free. So click here. I'll send you this link on the chat. So I'm sending you this link on the chat. You can click and you can open it up. So this is the link. Okay. So this Tableau Public is helping us to connect with few data sets. Okay, because obviously the paid version has got n number of data sets connectors to them. Okay, data sets means data formats. Okay, and this allows us to connect with few. Okay, and these few are good enough to start with and to work with to a great extent. Now, if you have opened this particular page, you can follow certain things along with me. You can go to this particular Tableau Public. So it will open up like this. Okay. And here, what you can do, here you can put your email address. And after putting your email address, okay, if you put your email address, then you can click on download the app. Then it will start download. So I have clicked on download the app. You will see that it will start the download. So here you can see that your download should begin. So yeah, so here you can see it has started the download. I'll just close it as of now because I already have that. Okay, so this is how you can start downloading the Tableau Public if you have good internet. If you don't have good internet, there is good in the sense good speed in the internet. you can just sign in. You can look here and you can just sign in, or here also just sign in. Okay, so just sign in into Tableau, or if you don't have an account, you can create one account. So you can follow along with me, create one for free, put your details here and create your profile. Because I already have a profile, I'll just log in. So do this, everybody can do this part. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting signed in. So you can see that, yes, I don't want this. So you can see that I have signed in into public.tableau.com. You can see here I have done the sign in. I'll click here on my profile and I'll go to my profile. Okay, so even you can connect with me. Okay, this is like LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is for jobs and other things. So this is only for Tableau, but this is like a community. LinkedIn is a community. This is also like a community. Okay, so here, if you wish, you can get connected with me, and I can get connected with you. Okay. So here, if you are able to download Tableau Public, then you can install it. But if you don't wish to do that, you can directly go to this particular place. You can see create a Viz. Okay. So this place, create a Viz. Okay. So this create a Viz will allow you to work with Tableau without even downloading it. Let me show you how. So let me clear. Okay. So create a Viz. So I've clicked here, and after clicking here, you can see that it is opening the whole of the home page the way it opens in case of a desktop. You can see. Okay, and I will show you that how the desktop one looks like. So Tableau, this is my desktop one. Desktop means locally installed. Okay, so one is online and another I'm showing is on my local machine. So both ways you can do. So if you have a very good internet speed and you are able to download Tableau, you can click it. It just installs in a 30-second to 1 minute's time. Okay, if the machine is very slow, then it's a different thing. We can't help. But if the machine is good enough, you can quickly install it. Okay. So on desktop, this is how it looks like. Okay. So I will help you to walk through it to a little bit. Okay. And you can basically, if you are downloading and installing, you can do that part. If you are facing any issues, I can give a minute or up to 5 minutes I can give. Otherwise, we have this online option. Okay. So even if you have a 32-bit computer, sometimes I see that, yes, some old machines are there, we still use them. So in that case, also online option is better. We should not go with the desktop version, because desktop version doesn't come for 32-bit. This we need to understand. It doesn't come for 32-bit. Okay. So this is the home screen of the desktop version. Okay. And this is the home screen of the online Tableau version. So I'll close this because it is asking me to upload a file. I'm closing this. So it directly brings me towards the first page where I can do some visualization. It directly takes me here, the web version. But this desktop version basically takes me to a home page. In this home page, you can see that I have three sections. Okay, majorly three columns are there. The first column is all about making connections. Okay, you can see that connect to a file, connect to a server. So because this is a free one, so you can see less options over here. But if it would have been a paid one, you would see more and more options over here. Okay, so more options you could have got if it would have been a paid version. Okay, so for free version, we are able to see these things. The center area, if you see, the center area is about all the visualizations you will do. Okay, so whatever visualizations you are going to do, you will be able to see those visualization in the center area. And then on the right hand side, we have the discover section. So discover section tells us about tutorials, how to videos, and then viz of the day. So every day Tableau finds one viz. Okay, viz means the visualization, the dashboards. Okay, so people create vizzes for fun purpose, for some really useful purpose, and they nominate that these are public nomination. Okay, that my viz is like this, my viz is like that. Okay, and then let's see that which viz has been given as viz of the day. So you can see that this is made by Priya Pradham. Okay, so some Indian only, and data plus music, Pink Floyd, The Great Gig in the Sky. Okay, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Okay, what else? So this is a kind of graph, and you can see that all of these data points are having vocal, 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 or drums, piano. Okay, so this is something coming from a music world. So those who understand music, they'll be able to understand this thing. Okay. So you can see that she says that lower notes goes that side and higher notes goes this side. Okay. So we'll need to understand that why, like what exactly is the interpretation of this. Okay. But she has basically displayed this particular data. Okay, the Great Gig in the Sky. This visualization was created using a musical instrumental digital interface file, which was converted to data using our programming language. Okay, great. Yeah, the larger circle represents vocals within the song. However, the circles to find out more. However, okay, hover over. Okay, hover over the circles. Okay, fine. And these smalls are okay. So vocals are larger circles and pianos are smaller circles. Okay. So something it is trying to tell. Okay, here. Okay, fine. So this is how even you can create some charts, and after creating the charts, what you can do is you can publish them and nominate your charts for to be selected as Viz of the Day. Okay, so that is something you can do additionally. Okay, now let me close this part. Okay, now let me take a confirmation. So are we all good either with this particular page or with the Tableau installation on the machine? Are we all good with that? Yes, no. Okay, all those who did not were not able to come to either this page where we can work on Tableau or locally installed can raise hand. Okay, those who did not are not able to come up to installation part. Okay, so online doesn't require installation, offline requires installation. Okay, so I'm assuming everybody has done. So in between, I can ask anybody to share screen and show. So I expect that you'll be able to do that. Okay, if not, then you can ask me right away. Okay, that would save our time later. Some response is appreciated. A response is really appreciated. So are we all done with the setup, either online or offline? Yes, some responses. Are we doing along? Yes, no. Yeah, yes, you are saying yes.
No laptops.
No
That's
laptops.
why.
Okay. How many of you are having laptops? Okay, I can demonstrate. There's no problem. If you are doing along, it will be helpful for you as well. Okay, fine, no worries. So let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate, and then you can refer and you can work on later. Okay. So as I said, you can work either locally or you can work here online. Both the ways are okay. Both the ways are okay. So I'll be working locally, and I'll demonstrate how to work here later. Hmm. Okay. So this is my local, and I'm giving you those who want to work in the chat. I'm sending you the file. I'm just giving this data to you. Okay. Okay, it's taking some time, no worries. Okay, yeah, got it. So, rise for now. Sign in and continue. Okay, so SUPR super STRA. So it's basically sample data. Just a second, so I'll give you. So this is make a copy. Okay, no worries. No worries. So you can take it from here. So I'm just giving access. Yes, copy link. So take this data from here. Okay. So those who are doing along with me, you can download this data set. And now you try to understand that what is this data set about? So if I start to understand this data, it has got row ID, ID, order date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, segment, city, state, count, region, post. Category, subcategory, product name. So looking at this particular data, I get to know it is something like Amazon or Flipkart. So something like that company, and they have basically sold something, and those things are getting visible over here. Okay, and everything which is sold has got some order ID. So those things are getting visible here. Then I have another table which is called as returns, where it is given order ID and returned. Okay. Then I have one more which is called as people, where there is region and people. Okay. So here order ID and returns, that means that particular item has been returned. And people means those people, they are coming from a region. So region are four only. Correct. Okay. So I hope you have downloaded this. Now let us move towards Tableau. So here in Tableau, the first thing we need to do is we need to make connection to the data. And how can we do that? We can basically check which type of file do we have. It's an Excel file. Click here on Microsoft Excel and okay. So this is the data which we have, and you can see that we are able to get that data into our system. Yes, so this is how the data will get loaded. Okay. Here on the left hand side, you can see orders, people, and returns. So let me take this and drag and drop. You can see that it is loading the data. Just give me a minute. All right, so here we can see that this table has been populated and the metadata can be seen here. You can see this is metadata. Type, field, physical, okay. And here you can see all the rows. If I click on update now, so you will see that all the data from the Excel sheet has come here. All of that data. Okay. I discussed with you just now that visualization, if you have to do, you will have to do for some type of analytics. It can be descriptive, it can be diagnostic, it can be predictive. So some sort of analytics you will be applying. For that only you will be doing visualization. So here we should come up with certain understanding of this data and some questions which can be asked. So here you can see that in this particular, I have this thing. Okay. So here we have questions which are I have mentioned. So I have mentioned certain questions over here. You can see for descriptive analytics, we can start with univariate or bivariate or multivariate. Okay, so I will tell you what are these things. And then we have diagnostic analysis, we have predictive, we have prescriptive. So with all sort of analysis, I will take you step by step and that how can we perform these analytics with the help of Tableau. Let's start with loading this data into a sheet. So this is the interface where we work with the data. While working with the data, we need to perform some pre-processing that we can do here. Pre-processing means if you want to filter out something, we can do that. Okay. So here I have an option filters. You can see on top, I have an option filters. I can add a filter over here. So this particular pop-up is allowing me to add a filter. I can click add and on which particular column on which particular field do you like to provide filter. So let's say I want to apply filter on region. So I select region and OK. Now it will come up with another pop-up. Now it is asking me that into region also, which one would you like to keep? Which one would you like to? Okay. So what I will do, I will say that I don't want north and south. I want to exclude them. Okay. Okay. So there is a change in data and north and south is removed. Okay. This is called as global level filter. Global. Because now wherever you will go, whichever sheet you will go, you will be able to see the data which is filtered. You won't be able to see the complete data anywhere. Only filtered data you will be able to see. And the filtering is also done at sheet level, local level also, and inside the sheet also. Okay. So it depends that how would you like to take the filtering as? Would you like to take the filtering the way you did here? Then it's your choice. Okay. If you want to take the filtering at the level of a sheet, again it's your choice. Okay. That is how we can do. Now here you can see we have one option of sheet. I will click here into the sheet 1. Once I click here, you can see a new window has come up. In this new window, you can see we have all the columns of the tables present here in the tables. They're visible. You can see that there is latitude, longitude generated. So they were not there in the table, but they are generated. So why they are generated? Because we have something called as country, state, and city. Are you able to see the globe symbol over there? So how did this globe come? Because it automatically recognizes the data type of a element. It has recognized that the data type would be what? Would be uh, coming from map. Okay. And others also you can see that it has easily identified. ABC means string, calendar means date, hash means so this is basically a measure. Hash is a measure. Measure means something which can be measured. That is hash. And rest of the things are getting repeated. So normally these tools used to call string values as dimensions, and they used to call the measures or the numerical values as measures. But later on, I have seen that most of such tools they have removed that terminology. Okay, earlier in all the tools, I was able to see the same terminology, dimensions, and along with dimensions, what else do we have? Along with dimensions, we have the second part as measures. Okay, so in this case, now let me help you with a single column, single field in the sheet 1, and I'm taking that as order. Okay, so this order is, you can see that this, what is this order? ABC, string value. So I will take it and put it under column, and it is saying that the field being added may contain as many as 3,114 members. We recommend maximum 1,000. Okay. So now it is our choice. Do we want to limit to 1,000 or do we want to go, okay, with all the data? I'll say add all the data. Then I will take order ID once again and put it in the rows. Okay. So you can see that this is how order ID is getting mentioned. But I would like to know that order ID, one order ID is getting repeated for how many times? Okay, so I'll go for the count of order ID. So you can see that one particular order ID is getting repeated multiple times, 3 times. Okay, so we are able to see that which particular order ID is being repeated multiple times in the now. If you will basically take your mouse pointer and hover it over these, this gives us interactive report. Okay, you can see that a pop-up comes in, it tells us. But if you want that this number 7 should be displayed over here on top of it, so what I can do is I can take the order ID and put it under label, and you can see that order ID is visible, but I'll again go to measures and make it count. Okay, so you can see that the number is also visible. So how many variables am I using? Only single variable, that is order. Single variable I'm using. Okay, so this is univariate analysis. UNIVARIAT, univariate, ANALYSIS analysis, ORDERID, order ID. Okay, univariate analysis. Now let us go for univariate analysis only. Region. So take region also. So 3, it says regional center. Okay, take region here as well. So here I can see only ABC, central. Okay. Yeah, the reason is because in the data source, if you understand, we had applied one filter. Yes, so let me remove that filter now. That's what I was thinking. Why? So let me remove this filter. Remove. Okay. Now let me go here. Okay. So here, if you see the way order we have used, so here again, now I'll make columns as measure and I'll say count. So tell me in which particular region we have the maximum entries of orders. It is central. Now I will bring here also. Okay. So I'll have picking up. No worries. So I'll directly add from here. So region into label and I will have okay. So we can see here that we are able to see the and allow. Yes. So you can see here now. Okay. So here you can see that the maximum is 5,822 and that is the region central which is having maximum entries. Okay. Now further what I can do is further if I want to just beautify it, I will take region again and I'll put it under colors. You can see that it has given colors also. Central as blue color, north as orange color, and then red as south. Okay, south as red color. Fine. So only with single, only with one I'm doing. And what I'm doing? Descriptive. Okay. Now let's take more than one. Let's take two. Okay. And then I'll give you are able to understand this data set. I'll give you time to ask me questions and we'll try to visualize to interpret that particular scenario. Fine. So I'll give you that task. So keep on looking at the data. Ask me about the data if you are not able to get. So I will give you. You can think and create questions. You can ask me. I'll help you to create visualization for it. Okay. Now going towards the next one. So below from here you can add one more sheet, and in this particular sheet, this will be basically that from a particular region, what is the count of customers? Okay, customer customer. Okay, this will be region wise customer. So I will take region and I will take wise customer. And I will take customer name as rows. I'll do add all the members. Okay, fine. Now I want to know how many customers. So region wise, COUNT count customer. So here I will go measure and I'll make it count. Again, I will take the customer into label and Control Z. I will take the okay. So here I want that region wise I should get colors. So I'll put regions into this, and also label wise allow labels to overlap. Fine. So count customer, I can put, so customer name, I can put under label and I can put there as count customers. This way. So this is region wise customer count. Okay. So with the help of two variables, bivariate analysis, we call it as bivariate analysis. Okay. So after this, we can go for more than, okay, so only one column and two columns I used. We can go beyond that. Okay, so if I want to go beyond that, then what will happen? So I can think of that category wise. So I'll be taking category wise, subcategories. So I have taken category and subcategory. You can see furniture is the category and subcategories are here. And after this, what I'm doing, after this, I'm trying to understand that how much profit each of these subcategories are making. So here you can see that under category, the profit is made differently by each of the subcategory. Okay. And if you wish, you can take this subcategory and you can put it in under colors. So here you can see that it has come up with colors and you can easily understand that which category is that, which subcategory is that, and how much is that particular profit. We can put it in the profit and you can see that. Okay, this is multivariate. We have multiple variables and we are able to visualize. Okay, so this is cat sub subcat wise So category, subcategory wise profit. Okay. So we have the sheets created, right? We have all the sheets created. Now, the next thing would be after this, the next thing, I have created 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 sheets I have created. Okay, 4 sheets I have created. Now here I have an option, and this option is for dashboard. Okay, so I have an option, and this option is for dashboard. Okay. Hmm. And in this particular dashboard, what we can do, in this particular dashboard, we can basically organize all the sheets which we have created, all the sheets. So first of all, I would like to give it a name. So you can see that here we have objects section, we have sheets section, we have size, we have dashboard, default phone. So under size, I will go and I will basically click on range to automatic here. So you can see the area, it has got increased. Okay. And objects, I'll select A and I'll drag and drop it here. I'll increase the font size little bit, make it center aligned, change the color to this. Okay, and write something. Okay, so here I'll write super, super, store, store, dashboard, dashboard. This way I'll write. You can see superstore dashboard is here. Now for this particular dashboard, okay, I'll just try to draw some lines. Okay, so some lines vertically. Okay, just to create a gap. Okay, and now I will take this univariate analysis and put it here. You can see everything is drag and drop. I'm putting it here. I will take this second univariate analysis and put it below it here. Okay. I will take this region wise count and put it alongside here. Okay. And I will take category, subcategory wise analysis and I'll put it down here. So I have organized everything. Now I'll just shrink the size of this Superstore dashboard. Okay. And then I can reduce this. Okay. Okay. And here, let me just make it more smaller. Okay, yes. So you can see that with so much of flexibility, you are able to work with this. Okay, yeah. So this is the dashboard which we have. Okay, this is the dashboard which we have created with some analysis. Okay, so this is the dashboard, and now this dashboard can be shared, okay, and can be interpreted. So here you can see that yes, order ID. So we have one order entry for 3 times, 2 times, 1 times. Okay, so entries for one order. Why there are more than one entries? The more than one entries, because for same order multiple items have been bought. For same order there are some transactions which are cancelled also, so therefore multiple entries are there. Then we have univariate analysis again on region. So north region we have so much of count. This is just count. Okay, central is maximum, north is little less, south is very less, okay, as compared to this data in terms of number of entries, okay, of region word over there. Then calculation of profit for furniture, for subcategory office supplies, for technology. Okay, now once you are ready with the dashboard, now this dashboard needs to be taken into where? To Tableau Public. For that, you need to go to File, and from File, you need to save to Tableau Public, and it will ask you to save here. It will ask you to save here. Here you can see, and here you can type the email ID, and here you can type the password, and you can log in, and it will ask you just to give a name to this particular file, and it will publish online. So you can see, okay, so I'll just make super store store dashboard. Yeah. So you can see that it is getting published online. Okay, sending data to server. Yes. Yeah, so here you can see that it has got published. Okay. Yeah, so this is here. And now, if you are moving from one place to other, you are not having your device with you, no worries. You can always edit this. So here you have an option to edit. Just click on edit. It will help you online itself to edit it. So I have told you that I edited everything offline. Now you can edit, you can modify, okay, everything here. So let me change the dashboard name. Super store dashboard, dashboard, enter. So I just changed the name, okay. And animations are paused for this complex space. Try filtering out more data. Okay, fine. Animations we have not created also till now. Okay, so it is done. So from here you can download if you want. Okay, and if you want, we can publish from here, which I just saved. You can publish from here. Okay. Okay, done. So this is how you can work online as well. You won't even feel that I'm working online. You can see that this is another window, that is another window. Okay, it is working online this way. Okay. Fine. So here you can see that the same dashboard is updated and you can see it here. Okay. You can go to this particular settings and you can basically click on show sheets. So sheets will be visible here. Yes, so here you can see all the sheets, right? Whatever you have made offline. Okay, fine. So till this point, are we all clear? Yes, are we all clear till this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you create some questions out of the data? This is a data set. I have already shared the link with you. Will you be able to formulate some questions out of the data? I have shared the link once again. You can say yes or no, like that's fine. If you are not able to, it's fine. I'll be helping you out. Can you create some data, create some questions looking into the data? Because if you will create data, then it will be more interesting for you to have a look at that, how that answers can be found by creating visualizations. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So just have a look at the data and try to formulate some questions on it. That I'll solve and answer. Okay. So 1 minute I'm giving to you. You can create questions, put it in the chat box, or you can ask directly to me. Okay. So now we can have questions. You can start with simple questions. Yes, Abdul, Akhil, Akshaya, Anita. Any difficulties? If we have difficulties, then you can let me know. Yeah, just give me a response. That is good enough. Okay, I can go ahead. If you're able to come up with a question, just put it here. I will solve it. Okay, because I understand. I was planning that you would do along with me. If I will keep on doing it, it will become very boring. If you will ask some questions, I'll think and I'll create that visualization. It'll really be interesting between us. So that's why I'm encouraging you to put the questions. Okay. If you want, I can share some more data sets with you. If you want for any other data set also, I can, we can work on multiple data sets. There is no problem. So I have many data sets. So you can work on this. By that time, I will share one um one form with you. Okay, I'll share one form with you, and that particular form you can fill in. Okay, so on that also we will do analysis. Okay, on that also we will do analysis. So let me, yeah, share a form with you. So here, so I'm sharing here. Okay. Okay. So you know that we have so many social, political, motivational, business influencers across us, and they have become so popular in past few years. Okay, so in the past few years, because of the kind of internet we have, the kind of portfolios which can be made, and even without help of very technical people, it is very easy to create such portfolios and invite people on web. And this is the reason why a local influencer becomes very much popular on internet. Even we see that certain things goes viral, and that's all happening because of internet. Okay, so this basically is a small survey you can just fill. Okay, and on that again I'll take the data and we will do the analysis, a live analysis with the help of Tableau. Okay, so here you can put influencer's name, influencer's website. For example, if you consider let's say Shiv Khera as influencer. So you can write his name as Shiv Khera over here. Okay, his website. So you can just search Shiv Khera. Okay, website. So you will get to know his website. So this is the Shiv Khera's official website. Okay, so this is the website shivkhera.com. Yeah, so it's taking some time. You can put the website here. Where is he contributing? So he's contributing towards motivation and business. This is what he's contributing. And what platforms is he using? So you can just see like which platforms he's using. Facebook also, LinkedIn also, YouTube also, Insta also. So multiple platforms is he is using. So he is using website, Facebook, Insta, YouTube, and even LinkedIn he is using. So LinkedIn also he is using. Any other if you want to mention? So only these are visible uh, at immediate basis. Only these are visible. Okay. So you can mention. Then yeah. So one more thing. What color theme is he using? So this is something which is very much prominent. You can see that many of the authors and such speakers are using color theme where some shades of orange is being used. Okay, and black and orange. So you can see that. So black, he's using black or gray, and these buttons are of orange color. So you can just mention that what color theme is he using. So orange, BLACK, black. Okay. And white he is using. Okay. Black and white and orange. This is the most prominent color which I can see. Okay. So somewhere maroon also he is using. Okay. And blue also he is using. You can see blue is also there. You can visit certain more pages. You can see that. Okay. So blue is also the color. So blue. So comma separated values you can give. So here also you can see black and orange. Okay, and maroon is also there. Okay, so maroon color is also there. Any comments if you want to put, you can put and you can submit. Okay, you can submit after that. So this is how you can fill. Okay, and then if you want to fill on any other, you can fill that also. So I give you some time for that. Now coming back to this data. So I received no questions, and I will take that. I should create questions myself and take it further. Okay, so I'm taking it that way. In between, if you feel that you have some question, you can ask. Okay, so I understand for the first time if you are doing this thing, you might face difficulty to create questions. So I'm creating questions. You can look at that how I'm creating questions, and then you can basically ask certain more questions similar to what I'm creating. Okay, so let me close these windows as of now, and now let me go to the Tableau window. Okay. Once again, in the chat box, I would like to know, are we all good till this point? With our answer as yes or no. Are we good till this point? Are we able to understand?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 responses I've got. So I was expecting more than 50% responses.
We understood, sir.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now let us move ahead. Now let me create some stories. Okay. Visualization is all about stories, creating different stories. Okay. And a data scientist or a dashboard engineer or a business intelligence person, so these people are very great communicator. They can communicate in such a way that the listener is getting attracted towards them, and at the same time they are very good in business knowledge also. They have the domain knowledge, they understand the domain as well. Okay, so therefore we need to understand the same part. Okay, as now we will be creating some stories over here. So let's create some stories. um Let me create a new project. Okay, this I'm closing this project here itself, and I'm creating a new project. So you can see that a Tableau new window is getting started. And yeah, so here's the new window, and I can close the previous one. This is the new window so that you can get again the whole flow. So from here, I'm just connecting to the data set, and I have got connected to the data set. Now I I have the data set here. So I can look at the data set by clicking on this particular, you can see this small icon, view data. So this is the data set from where I can understand and try to create one story. Okay. So the story would be that this is a company's orders data, and we will start that how the orders are getting placed. Okay, so let me have it here. Okay, so looking at this, we will start that how many categories do we have here. Okay, categories and subcategories and products, that thing. Okay, so the story will start with how many categories categories and subcategories, categories do we have? Okay, how many categories and subcategories do we have? So this we will start with. So let's basically go here, and now what we can do, so here I'm creating a story, and the first question I have formulated, the first question is how many categories and subcategories do we have? After that, I would like to know that how many orders, okay, how many orders were placed for a category throughout. Okay, throughout means throughout the years. I'm not considering a particular day or date, throughout the years. So how many orders were placed throughout the years? So this is something we will find. Second thing, okay, how many orders were placed throughout the years? Then next thing I would like to know would be, okay, then, okay, how many orders were placed? Then next thing I would like to know would be which category products were sold more. So which category products were sold more? This is also I would like to know. Fine. Okay. Next thing I would have, who or which regions were having more sales. Okay. Who made the sales in these regions? Okay. So this is the storyline I have planned. This is the storyline. Fine. So along with this storyline, we will go ahead. Okay. So let's begin. Let's start. So how many categories and subcategories do we have? So here, okay, here I have, you can see here I have 3 sheets. Okay. So in the orders, all the details are given. In the people, you can see that people who are working in a particular region, okay, people who are working in a particular region, they are here. Okay. Hmm. Okay. And then we have returns also, something which is called as returns. So the order which are getting returned, okay, the orders which are getting returned, even they are here. Okay, they're here. So something which is getting returned, something which is getting returned, what we can do for that? We can remove them. Okay, we can filter them out. Because if you buy 100 things and you gave back 10, so ultimately you bought how many things? Ultimately you bought only 90 things, correct? So these things should be returned. Now tell me, are we clear with the scenario? Are we clear with the data set?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so let me tell you, asking questions is very important. Like you guys did not ask any question. So I understand this is the first day and I'm okay with that. But asking questions is the most important thing. Nothing important than that. Okay, from the data itself. So you can see that we will reduce them now, but these are three different sheets. Then how to work with them? So let us take one sheet at a time in this particular area where we can work on them. So the first sheet I have taken, and you can see the data has been populated. Second one is people. So let me take people here, and you can see that there is a line which is making them connected, right? You can see orders and people are getting connected. So this line is a relationship line. Now you can see that it will automatically create some relation between them, but we need to validate that relation. So just click on this line and you will be able to see below that what sort of relation they have created. And from orders, they have taken region column. From people, they have taken region column. So what do you think? Is it a right kind of relation they have made, or is it wrong? What do you think? Is it a right relation or is it a wrong relation there this Tableau has made? This is a question. The answer could be yes, it is right relation. No, it is wrong relation. Don't know. So three options you have. What do you think? So if these three are not the answers, then I'm doubtful like you're listening or not. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the response. Here you can see that we have orders, we have people. Okay, so this is the people's data, this is the orders data. Below you can see that. Okay, so we have orders data visible here. Orders data is having ID, order date, ship date, and out of so many columns, we have a column which is named as region also. You can see that this is the region column. And if I click on people, so people has got a region column and a people column. And this particular connection is basically established with the help of region column. Okay, so there is a region column in both the sheets. Okay, tell me one thing. Are you having offline sessions now or you are having online sessions? In your colleges, do you have offline mode started now or is it online mode going on?
Offline mode, sir.
Okay, offline mode. That's great. So let's say you bring your tiffin, your lunch box. Okay. So when you bring your lunch box to the college, is it something like you bring it and you forget that which one was your lunchbox and you randomly pick a lunchbox and you eat? Is it like that? Or you are aware that lunchbox is yours and you pick your lunchbox only and you have and you share? Is it the first case or the second case?
We aware of it all lunch boxes.
Yes, you are aware. But let's say if we keep the lunch boxes on a table and now there is a person who is new and is not aware about whose lunchbox is which one is whose lunchbox. In that case, will that person be able to correctly identify your lunch boxes and give it to you, or will he be facing a lot of difficulty? Yes, what will be the case? Yes, what will be the case? Yes, correct. So he may face and he will face. Now tell me what can be the solution. Let's say in a classroom, every classroom has got a table where you need to keep your lunch boxes. Okay. And there has to be one person who will bring those lunch boxes to you wherever you may be during the whole session. You may be, let's say, in playground, you may be in library, you may be in some other place. So that person is going to bring that and give it to you. So what can be an option where a person can help you to rightly manage the tiffin box, the lunch box is of Deepthi, the tiffin box is of Boo Balan. Okay, so what can we do? What can be the solution for it? What can be the solution for it? Okay, is this a problem which is unsolvable? We cannot solve this problem. Is it like that? Yeah, I'm waiting for responses. Okay, no, sir, we can solve. Yes. So think of a solution. How can we solve this? There could be very simple solutions. Very simple solutions. So think of a solution that how can we solve this? Yes, you can tell me a solution. By the time, let me just plug in my laptop. Okay. Okay. So how many of you are attending? Can you please raise hand so that I can just understand? Can you please raise hand? How many of you are attending? Okay, so three people are attending. Okay, okay. So I can see many hands are raised. Then what is the problem? Is it very difficult problem I have given? It's simple, right? Okay, thank you. Are you able to understand my language and the flow, or is there a difficulty? Are you facing difficulty to understand? Yeah, you may put down your hands. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So the way I'm explaining English, the flow, are you facing difficulty there? Just help me with some feedbacks. Okay. Yeah, are you facing difficulty there? Yeah, Deepthi, you are unmuted. You want to say something? Okay, so if that is also good, then basically I would really appreciate a response from your side. And I'm giving you all the possibilities. If you don't know, you can just write don't know. It'll save time, right? So your time is important, my time is important. It'll just save time, and I can take you through the whole journey. There is no problem. Okay. So, just a second. Okay, yeah. So here we can help him to find his box. Okay. Now let me tell you what we can do. So here, yeah, Akhil, you may put down your hands. If you have a question, you can ask. Otherwise, you may put down your hands. Now, here we have that person. Okay. This is that person who is actually taking care of our tiffins and will be helping us with our tiffin boxes. Okay. So yeah, consider this person. Okay, so this is that person. And we have our lunch boxes placed over this particular table. Fine. And these are our lunch boxes kept on that. So this is one box, this is another box. Okay. Now that person doesn't know that whose lunch box is this. So what can be done? Let me give you a solution to this. So what we can do is, the simplest thing could be, do you have your roll numbers? I can see some numbers 21053. That must be your roll number, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no. So what I will do is, I'll just put a sticker. Okay. So 01. So somebody whose roll number is 01. 02. This is second number's tiffin. This is 10's tiffin. So I'll just put a sticker over there. Okay, this is 11 numbers tiffin. This is 23rd number's tiffin. And this is 32's number tiffin. So now tell me, is it very much possible? Okay, let's say now we have the students who are sitting here in a classroom. So this is a classroom where students are sitting. Okay. So now tell me, now is it very much possible that this person would go and would go to that particular place and would be able to bring the right tiffins for you from here to you guys? Yes, no? Yes, yes. Okay. Why? Because we got the solution. It's very much possible. Now here roll number one he'll ask, okay, he'll just match, okay, dabba one, roll number one, give that dabba to that person. Okay. Then roll number two, okay, roll number two, the lunch box two, give it to that person. What happened? Consider the first one as a table now. Table means uh, a table like we have orders and people. So consider this one as a table and consider this one as another table. Okay, so this table is a student table and this table is lunchbox table, right? Lunchbox table. So once we have a student table and we have lunchbox table, we should have something common in them for so that the third person can understand that how I can join both of them, how I can match both of them. So something should be common in them. So that something here is the roll numbers. Okay, roll numbers are common. So 1 and 1, that is common, right? That is common. Okay. So similar way, whatever data set we have, that data set should have something common. And now can you tell me that what is the common thing between orders and people? Can you tell me what is the common thing between them? Yes, no? Yes. Again, the answer would be, can you tell me that what is the common between these two tables? You have the file. Okay, you have the Excel file. You can open that. You can see what is in orders and what is in them. You can pick exercise. 30 seconds you have. In 30 seconds you can tell me what is common in them. Okay, so you can give a don't know in the chat box if you don't know. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so this is what I want. I want responses. So now let me give you very simple thing now. So here you can see a new spreadsheet I'm creating. Okay, a new spreadsheet. Now understand. Do you order something online? Maybe from apps like Zomato or Amazon or Flipkart. Do you do this? Everyone? Have you done? Okay, fine. So now let's say you are a customer. Okay. So this sheet is customer. Okay. Now we have another sheet which is product. Okay. We have another sheet which is order. And I think these things are sufficient. There will be a customer, there will be some product, and there will be order. Customer will make the order, right? Now understand. Customer. We have customer ID. We have customer ID. We have customer name. Customer name. Okay. So we have these two things. Okay. Customer ID and customer name. Okay. And we can have mobile number also, but I don't want to make it lengthy, so I'll keep it this much. Then we have product ID. We have product name. Okay. We have product name. Okay. Then, okay. Then after that, we can have product price also. Product price, these things. Now order. Okay. When you are making an order, okay, when you are making an order, at that particular time, what you should have? At that particular time, you should have which customer bought what. So you should have customer ID. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So there should be customer ID. So I will take customer ID from this table. Okay. There should be product ID, which product that particular person has bought. I'll take product ID from here. Okay. And then I can have quantity, QUANTITY, quantity. And maybe total amount, TOTAL, total, AMOUNT, amount. Okay. And if I'm making first order, so I will have order ID also. That first order, second order, third order, fifth order. Okay, so how many orders we have in a day? So we can have like this. Tell me, are we clear to this point, that how did I make these columns and why, and they are how they are related? Are we clear to this point, everyone? Yes, no? Yeah, everyone, are you clear this? Okay. So one person is clear. 2, 3. Okay. 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 So 3 people are clear. Okay. So we are working with data. So I got data from 3 people only. Now fourth one, fifth. I can believe on data only, right? Without data, I can't. So 5 people. Now here we have customer ID as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 customers. Okay, big numbers. So yeah, am I pronouncing it right? Your name is Dhachu, right? Dhachu. So okay. So one customer, HT, I don't know what's your right name. Akshaya, Akshaya. Akshaya is another customer. And Anna Purani, ANNA, Anna Poorani. So you are third customer. Okay. And SANTHIYA, you are fourth customer. And ANITHA, Anita. Okay. So we have 5 customers acquired. Okay. So let's say 5 customers we have. Okay. Now, after that, okay. Now product. We should have product also. Okay. So product ID, let's say 1, 2, 3. 3 products only we'll keep, not more. Product name, let's keep it some food item. So one is PIZZA, pizza, and it is of 120. Okay. Then let's say we have BURGR, burger. It is of 90. Then we have FRIES, fries, 40. Okay, fine. Now the first order is coming. First order. Somebody is making first order. So who would like to make the first order? Let's say Anita would like to make a first order. Okay. So tell me, in customer ID, what will come? You have the table here. So in this particular customer ID, if Anita is making the order, so what value will come? Write it in the chat box. It will come 5. Yes, exactly. Because Anita's customer ID is 5. So here it will be 5. Very good. Now, next, product ID. So Anita is buying burger. So what will come here in product ID? In product ID, 2. So burger is 2. Correct. So here 2 will come. Okay, 2 is coming. And then quantity, let's say she is giving us a treat. And how many people are here? 54. So she'll buy 54. Okay. And total amount is equal to this. Okay. This into multiply whatever is the price, burger price. Okay, enter. So 4,860. Oh, fine. Hmm. Okay. Now 4,860. This is the amount you need to pay. Okay. Now the next thing is another order is coming, and this order is coming from, let's say, Akshaya. So Akshaya's ID is 2. So we will have 2 here. And product ID, she is buying fries. Okay. So fries, it is product ID is 3, and she is buying again for all of us. Okay. So we all want to have is equal to this multiply, and I need to go here, and fries are of 40 rupees, enter. So 2,160. So tell me now, Deepthi, tell me, if I basically keep on entering this way, and if I ask you that this particular record, okay, who is the customer here? Will you be able to tell me who is the customer here in the first record? Will you be able to tell me who's the customer here? Deepthi. Exactly. So how are you able to tell that who is the customer? You are matching the two tables, customer ID here and customer ID here is 5, and for 5 the customer name is Anita. This is what you are doing, right? Yeah. So this is known as, if we have multiple tables and we need to, if she buys two products at the same time, what will be the product ID, sir? Yeah, very good question. So if someone is buying two products, I will make two separate entries. Okay. In this scenario, what I will do, I will make two separate entries. So for example, third order, which is made by, let's say, customer ID 2 only, and product ID is 1. Okay, so only one is left. So what is that? Pizza is left, 120 rupees. Okay. And again, so we are making a very heavy cost for the customer ID 2. Customer ID 2 is Akshaya. So Akshaya needs to pay a heavy cost. So yeah, a big treat. So 6,480. Okay. So I will make separate entries for them. Separate order ID, separate entries. Okay. If anybody wants to buy a separate product. Okay. So this is what I will do. So yes. Now very similar way. Now can we jump over to this, and can we basically see here that we have this orders table, and in the orders table we have something called as regions. Here you can see region, and we have a people table here, and people also has got region. So can we say that this particular central order is basically handled by central Emily? Can we say this? Emily has handled that? Yes, no? Yes, no? Hmm? Okay, again answer yes, no, don't know, or did not understand. Okay, one yes I've got. One yes I've got. Okay. Okay, two yes. So only 4 to 5% data I'm getting. Okay, fine. Thank you. So therefore, in order to make this story, okay, in order to make this story, I have written that who made the sales. Who made the sales? I have written here who made the sales. So from where will I get to know who made the sales? From this table, this very small table. Only 3 rows are there. Okay, 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. But this is only going to tell me that who has made that particular sale, right? So what I will do here is I'm making a join. Look, okay, this is how I've joined region. So I said on the basis of region, I will able to get to know that who is the salesperson over there. Is it clear now? Now, tell me the same thing for returns. Something which is returned, we should remove that because that should not be a part of the revenue. Correct? Something which is returned, that means the money and amount is also returned. So it should not be a part of the revenue. Correct? Say yes, no. Yes, thank you. So I will add this also. And on which column will I be making the join? Which column? On which column should I look upon? Returned or order ID? Which column? Two. Two means what? Return. No, order ID. Order ID. Okay. So I need to look upon order ID. Fine. Because order ID is something which is here also in this table and which is here in orders table also. So have a look here. So order ID is something which I need to look upon. Okay. Yes, correct. Order ID. So Let me go back here, and I will take this orders. I'll take this, sorry, I'll take this returns and I'll drag it here. Let's wait. Okay. So you can see it's intelligent. Tableau is intelligent. Why? Because it could identify order ID, order ID. It just identifies the same name. That much intelligence it is having. Okay. If you have a different name, then you will have to make it manual. Okay. You'll have to click here and make it manual. Okay. Return, but that will be wrong. So order ID and order ID from the both tables should be coming here. Okay. So can you see that 3 tables are now coming together with the help of some joins in between? You can see that 1 join, 2 join, there is a join between them. Yes, right? So now let me go to the sheet 1, and inside the sheet 1, I will be able to populate all the columns of the tables. You can see table here is people, returns, and first one is orders. Orders, people, and returns. Are we all able to see? Right? Now let me filter. Okay. So here I will try to add filter and add filter from here, and I will exclude. Which one I'll exclude? I'll exclude returns order ID. Why? Because those products are returned. Okay, they're not with us. Do you agree with me on this? Something which I returned, so I will get the money back if I'm a customer. Okay, so that means I didn't buy that. So I will exclude these. Okay. Use all. Wait. Yeah, so all and exclude. And okay. So I have excluded all, and I have done what? I have excluded them. Okay, so this is basically I'm making the data ready for the processing purpose. Okay, so I've removed all of them. Now I'm going back to the sheets. Okay, so I'm going back here. Okay, so now here in this case, what is going to happen? Now I will start my story. Okay, so quickly I'll create the story. How many categories and subcategories do we have? So now you can just look at the visualization and try to interpret. If you don't like the visualization, if it is ambiguous, just tell me, I'll try to make some changes. Okay, so you just get the clarity from the visualizations. So first is how many categories and subcategories do we have? So categories and subcategory count we want. So category count, from where will we get the category count? Where is the category column? I'm just searching for the, yeah, it's here. So here's the category column. I'm taking it in the column section, and I will find the count of it. So you can have a look at it. Okay, so I'm finding the count of it. I'm putting it into rows and columns, and I'm going here into measures, and I'm just clicking on count, and it is going to give me count of the categories. And I would also like to make it a little beautiful by just bringing this category over the colors, and you can see that over the colors we are able to get the colors of the category. Okay, so blue color is for furniture, then office supplies is of orange color, and then we have 1775 for this one. Okay. The technology. Okay, this is just count. Okay, count. Okay, now how many categories and subcategories do we have? So here the question is how many. So here I will have count distinct. So we will have 111. Are you getting this part? 111. Okay, 111. Why? Because distinct only we need now. Distinct. Now subcategories. So let me bring the subcategories. This is subcategory, and I'll bring the subcategory here. Oh wow. So now subcategory. So you can see that we have one under accessories. Okay, So how many categories do we have? Only one category we have. Okay. And which is, wait, category. This is the category. Okay. I'm sorry. This is the category, and category is technology. Under technology, we have accessories. Okay. Then under office, this is office supplies. We have 1, 2, and 3. Then here under technology, we have copiers as well. Okay, copiers under technology itself. Okay, then here you can see under furniture, we have yes, we have bookcases, and we have this thing, chairs. Okay, so tell me, how many categories are you able to see under the office supplies? So I'm just clicking here. Okay, you can see that area has got highlighted. You can send it in the chat box so that I can just get to know the attentiveness. So how many categories are you able to see under office supplies? 3, exactly. How many categories are we able to see under technology? They're highlighted. 2, exactly. And under furniture, again, it is 2. Okay, yes. So 2 categories we are able to see. Okay, right, that's right. Okay, fine. Now, the next question we have. First question solved. Okay, this I will just name as cat dash sub subcat. Okay, so cat and subcat I will write. Now, next point in the story is how many orders were placed for a category throughout. So throughout the years, how many orders were placed? That we need to know. So here I will write the name of the sheet as TOT, total, ORDRS, orders. Okay. So total orders. So total orders, how will I be able to get to know? I will have to take order ID. Throughout it is asking, right? Throughout. So throughout, that means just orders count. Total number of orders. Just let me bring it here. So orders count is this much. 9,336. That's it. That is the order count. So if I just want to show it like this, okay, where that thing has gone. Okay, let me bring it back, put it here. So this is the orders count. 9,336 is the orders count I have. 9,336. Okay. Total orders this much. So here you can see that. So how many orders were placed throughout? Which category products were sold more? Okay, which category products were sold more? So here, this is CAT category wise, category WISE wise, PROD, prod, SOLD, sold. Category wise products sold. So here I have again category. So I'm taking the category in the columns and category wise products sold. So this is category, and I will put the product. Where is the product? Profit. Where is the product? Product ID, product name. Let's do it with product name. Okay, it will be easier. So product name. Okay, add all members. Please add all members. Yes, and then count. Okay, count. So here product name, and I will get what? Measures and count. Okay, so you can see that category wise products sold. Now let me highlight the category so that you can easily visualize. So let me take the category from here and put it in the color, and you can see. Okay, yeah, so a lot of products are there. Yeah, so you can see that all these are furnitures, and then here we have technology. Okay, and let me scroll. So here technology, all of these are technology, and then yeah, so here you can see these are of office supplies. Okay, so here we are able to see right this way. Okay, fine. Now moving further. Okay, so are we good till this point? Are we good? Yes, no. We are creating the right story, right? Yes, no. Some answers required. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. So now let us continue with the story. The next point in the story is which regions were having more sales. Okay, which regions were having more sales. Okay, so let me put here region wise sales. Okay, region wise sales. Okay, so I will take regions. Where is the region? Here is the region. I have taken the region over here. And sales means what? Sales means how many products were sold. Okay, so total sales is they are asking, right? So I will take sales and put it here. So you can see that region wise sales. I will take region and put it into colors. Why? Because I want regions to be highlighted, and I will take the sum of sales to the label also. So sum of sales has come to the label. It is easily visible. So region wise sales. Okay. Then who made the sales in these regions? Okay. Now who made the, so here SALES sales, REP rep sales representative, REG region wise WISE. So sales representative region wise. Okay, you'll keep like this. So we will have the sales representative that will come from the people's table. So I'll have this. Okay, yeah, so this is coming from here. And the question once again, who made the sales in these regions? So I'll just take the region, I'll put it here. So we can see that, yeah, let it get populated. So I can put it here, region, okay, and show me. And we don't have a good graph for it. A table could be fine. Yeah, so I'll add sales also. Let me add sales also. Okay, so people and region, yeah, this way. So now you can see that. Okay, so who is making how much of sales? Okay, who is making how much of sales? It is here. Fine. Just a second. Hmm. Okay, so here I will highlight as per the people now. I'll take the people and put them into colors. Okay, so now we have got different colors for people. Okay, so this is the whole storyline I have created. Now let me just adjust them into story. Here below you can see I have been creating worksheets. I have created dashboard earlier. Now I have one story. I'll create a story over here. And here I will start with the first question, categories, subcategories. I'll bring it here. So the first part comes here. Then I will bring how many orders, total orders. So I'm bringing it here. And then I will bring the category wise this sheet here. I'll bring the next sheet over here, and I'll bring the last sheet over here. And I'll give them a proper name to all of them. Okay, so from first one, okay, I'll give it a proper name I've given. Okay, so this is a name. Okay, how many categories? For second one, I'll give name from this. So you can write proper description to or caption to that particular story. Okay, so I'm writing a caption to this one, third one. Okay, and I'm writing caption to the fourth one, and then okay, fourth one, and then I'm writing a caption to this one. The last one I'm putting it here. Now let me tell you the whole story. Okay, narrate the whole story. Okay, so I can start from here. So now let me tell you about our business. And in our business, we have total 3 categories, and each categories are having some subcategories also. You can see that in the first category, which is technology, it is having yeah, so you can see that. Let me just highlight the technology part, and let me just keep that only. Okay, so you can see that in technology part we have one, two, three, and four different subcategories we have, and that is accessories, copiers, machines, and phones. Okay, now let me move ahead and help you with the further. Let me just go back. Yes, okay. So here we can see that other categories. Now we have office supplies, and in office supplies we can see the total number of subcategories we have are appliances, then arts, then binders, envelopes, fasteners, labels, papers, storages, supplies. So many we have here. Okay. Now let me just help you with the, yeah. Okay. Now let me help you with that how many orders are we able to place. So we are able to place total of 9,363 orders. Now let me just take office supplies. Okay. So if I take office supplies only and I try to check here. So here it is not making any difference. So that I will not consider here. Fine. So let's come to this part, like which category products were sold more. So here we can see that we have multiple categories, and for each category, with the help of products, we have listed here that how many products were sold for which category. Okay, this is product wise. And if we want to get into only category wise, so even that sheet I will create and add here. Okay, let me add that also. So here I'll be adding one more sheet, and I'll just make it here, and it is, yeah. So let me take it here. This is only cat wise sales. Okay, so cat wise sales. So category I will take. Where's the category? Yeah, I'm just not able to see. Okay, yeah, here's the category. So here's the category, and how much sales has been done. I will take the product name over here, but I'll take just count. I'll just take count. I'll not take much things here. Only count I'll take. Okay, and I'll put the category into colors. Okay, and in the story, I would like to add this category wise sales here in between. Oh, let me bring that. Yeah. Wait, Control Z, close, close. Okay. So I wanted, yeah. So before this, so category sales, let me take it here. Yeah. And CATEGORY category, WSEYS sales. Okay. Now again, let me play the story back again. So category wise sales, we can see that the maximum number of products we were able to sell is office supplies. Okay. And technology products little less, and the least are furnitures. Now if we want to drill down into each product, so you can see that in furniture, uh, advantage doorstop has been sold 10 in units. Okay, so this way we can drill down to each and every product. Okay, and then let me tell you that which regions are giving us more profit. So you can see that the regions of central, okay, central region is being giving us more sales, and that is this is uh, yeah. So this is the maximum out of the two. You can see that if we do the summation of the two, that is basically equating, that is even not equating the central. So maximum business we are getting out of the central region, and uh, and then who is basically giving us that? Okay, so that story that has been removed from here. So let me add this part at the end. Okay, so who is basically helping us with so much of sales? So you can see that who is helping. So in the central region, it is Emily who is helping us, and Ross is helping us in the north region, and in the south region, the mala is helping us. Okay, so this is the whole story. I told you that how the business is going and where we are doing well, which is the best one, who is handling that particular part. So that is something which I told you as a whole. Okay, so this is how you can make the story more compelling. Okay, this is something which I created at runtime. Okay, with your help. Okay, so this is the story part. Okay, this is the story part. So how many things can we do? We can create individual sheets. We can then create dashboards. And after that, what we can do, we can create stories as well. And then we can we can do the presentations to the maybe managers or to the customers or client. We can do the presentations. Okay. Yes. Now let me know, are we all clear that what are the capabilities of Tableau with that? I'll not ask you clear with each and every option, because for that you need to really invest time with Tableau and understand step by step that how to create all the visualizations. But did you understand and realize the capabilities of Tableau? Yes, no? Okay. Okay, fine. All right, all right. Any questions do we have? Okay, that's fine. So if we don't have any questions, so let me come to the conclusion and then we will close it. Okay. So this is something we have seen in a nutshell. So many things we explored, but remember that these so many things are not everything. There are multiple things which comes even beyond drag and drop also. If you want to customize a particular column, okay, if you want to perform some computation, everything is possible. If you want to add some custom art over here, everything is possible. All those things are possible. Okay, so many things are possible to work with Tableau. And let me tell you, in the competition with other tools, Tableau is very much a big leader. Tableau charges premium rates, but at the same time, Tableau gives a premium support as well. Tableau has got a very big community, very organized community, and you can get very quick responses for any kind of issues you are facing while working on Tableau. Like if you see Power BI, so I like Power BI as well, but the thing is, Power BI is not as rich as Tableau. Okay, the community is still new, so therefore you can see that they are competitors, but at the same time, we have Tableau with strong support and on the free platform as well as the paid platform. Okay, so with this, I would like to conclude here. Open for any questions or basically any feedback you can give, or you can talk with the coordinators. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for being a patient audience and for taking me throughout the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, Tonan. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Good afternoon, Tonan, all present here. I'm Akshya from First MBA. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this wonderful session. Data is a precious thing and it will last longer than the systems themselves. I would like to thank our distinguished speaker, Dr. Kushal Sharma, for making this excellent presentation and the seminar very knowledgeable and interesting in his busy schedule. We learned a lot from you, sir. I thank you, sir. I thank the company Data Infotech who organized this session for us. I thank you. I would like to thank Dr. Kishan for systematizing this session for the students of Hallmark Business School. I thank you, sir. And I would like to thank my peers who gave their best on this online session and make it lively. I thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, students, already I circulated this feedback form to your system admin. Maybe now in the WhatsApp chat box also I have shared. Okay, so please enter all your feedback. Okay, because we need all your comments and feedback to improve our quality of service. Okay. So thank you very much for all the participants. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Okay.